So you do qualify for court-appointed counsel. Been appointed Attorney Donald Wick to represent you in this case. We'll notify him of the appointment. He'll be present for the next hearing. We're going to set a bond today. Mr. Donatini, what's the state's position on bond?
Your Honor, the state would request $250,000 cash bond. We are also requesting no contact with the victim. And the victim has also requested a no contact order as to her son. We would note that there is a TPO motion pending. The defendant has had a number of prior violent offenses, violation of a protection order, domestic violence, assault, aggravated menacing, abduction. He has served a previous prison term. The facts of this case involved him holding the victim against her consent for hours, held her by the neck such that she was unable to eat afterwards, and also some teeth were knocked out. So we would request $250,000 cash bond, no contact with the victim or her son.
Thank you, sir.
Mr.
Honor,
yes, can I say something? It's been 25 years since I've been in any bad trouble. My last trouble was 99. And I didn't hold her against her will. She had her car keys and her phone the whole time. I never held her. I told her to leave a few times and she wouldn't. I mean, can I ask that the bond not be so high? I mean, I won't have no contact with her. I'll stay away till this is over with. But I don't have that kind of money. And just I got a 250-pound King Corso at home. He's 8.5 years old and he's dying, and I'd like to be there for him. But I just asked if the bond not be so high.
Thank you, sir. So the court's going to set bond as follows. To be released with this case is pending. I'll have to post two bonds. First bond is a person reconnaissance bond. That's your written promise to the court to appear for all future hearings. If you would fail to appear for a hearing, be prosecuted for a separate felony offense called failure to appear. That's a felony of 4th degree. That's in addition to this case. Court's also requiring you to post a bond amount of $150,000. That can be posted with a surety bond, cash bond, or real estate posting. If you post bond, you're subject to the following conditions. 1, you're not to leave the state of Ohio. This case is pending. 2nd, you must appear for all future hearings in this case. 3rd, you must keep the court advised of your address and phone number at all times. 4th, you must obey all laws and orders of the court. 5th, you're not to use, consume, or possess any alcohol or drugs of abuse. You're also subject to random drug and alcohol testing at your own expense. Further, if you post bond, you must enroll in the court's drug and alcohol testing program. Further, if you post bond, you have no contact whatsoever with the alleged victim. Further, sir, if you post bond, you will be subject to GPS monitoring. What that means, sir, if you post bond or bills that kept a GPS monitor, you have to wear that while this case is pending. While you're on GPS monitoring, a curfew must be at your approved residence your hours of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. And further, sir, as part of GPS monitoring, you have to post a $500 deposit for the monitor. That'll be refunded at the conclusion of the case if you return the monitor to the court in good working condition. Sir, do you understand the conditions of bond?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Acker, as Mr. Donatini mentioned, the state has filed a motion for a temporary protection order. We have to schedule that hearing very quickly, so we're going to schedule that for hearing tomorrow morning at 8:15 a.m. We've already notified Mr. Wick. He's available at that time, so he should be present for that hearing. A temporary protection order is a formal order that would prohibit you from having any contact whatsoever with the alleged victim. If the court would issue that order and you would violate that order, it's a separate criminal offense. Sir, do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Well, yes, sir. Will that be set like through what we're doing here? Will my lawyer be present like through the computer, or will he be here to talk to?
This is going to be by video. Your attorney has a hearing elsewhere, so he's going to appear from his car, but he will be present by video. We'll give you a chance to talk to him before we get started, sir.
Okay.
Again, we're going to set that for tomorrow morning, April 18, 2023 at 8:15 a.m. Mr. Donatini, anything further today, sir?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you all. We're adjourned.